Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Sheikh Jassim submits second bid for Manchester United. No figures have been revealed. The deadline was on Wednesday at 9 PM. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos submit revised bid. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has been interested in buying the club for quite some time. He's Britain's richest man. He's the chairman of Ineos. In November last year, the Glazers announced that the club was up for sale, and since then Man United have had a lot of interest. The Glazers are demanding £6 billion to sell the club. For a long time, United fans have been protesting against the Glazers. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for 18 years. They purchased the club for £790 million back in 2005. So that's more news on that. Now Eric Ten Hag, as you all know, I am backing him. He's the right manager for Manchester United. My perceptions have not once changed on Eric Ten Hag. We have had setbacks this season under him, but we've recovered well from them setbacks. Eric Ten Hag is our best manager since Ferguson. You can see the progress he's made this season. You know, he's won the Carabao Cup. That was his first trophy as United manager, Man United's first trophy in 6 years. Got us to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, got us to the quarter-finals of the Europa League, and got us up to third in the league. If Ten Hag can win another trophy this season and get us a top 4 finish, I'd underline that and say that's a successful season, then build from that. Eric Ten Hag is nearly a year into his reign as Man United manager. Ten Hag got appointed in as the Man United manager in April last year. When Ten Hag got officially appointed in as Man United manager, he signed a 3-year contract. Ten Hag is set to earn a new Man United contract regardless of the club's owner. Don't forget, Ten Hag won Premier League Manager of the Month for February. And he was the one that recommended Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McLaren to the club. Ten Hag has brought players to Manchester United. Revert back to January. He brought 3 players in on loan. That was Sabitzer, Weghorst and Butland. But he didn't make a permanent signing in January. Revert back to last summer. Ten Hag brought the likes of Malaysia in, Casemiro, Antony, Christian Eriksen, Lisandro Martinez and Dubravka. Eric Ten Hag has spent over 200 million as Manchester United manager. He has enjoyed 2 transfer windows at the club so far. Ten Hag has also got rid of a lot of players. Obviously, this year, Tuanzebe went to Stoke. Charlie Savage went to Forest Green on loan. Dishon Bernard went to Portsmouth. Sholo Shortire went to Bolton. Last year, you know, Ronaldo got sacked by the club. He's obviously now in Saudi Arabia playing for Al Nassr. Cavani and Mata left on free transfers. We loaned Hannibal Meadbrough out to Birmingham, loaned Ethan Laird out, loaned Amad Diallo Traore out to Sunderland. Loaned Dean Henderson out to Nottingham Forest. Loaned Eric Bailly out to Marseille. Loaned Alex Telles out to Sevilla. Lingard left on a free to go to Forest. Pogba and Matic left on free transfers. Pogba went back to Juventus and Matic went to Roma. Let Lee Grant leave. Ten Hag sold James Garner to Everton. He sold Andres Pereira to Fulham. So they are a lot of the players that Ten Hag has got rid of. The summer transfer window of this year will be Ten Hag's third transfer window as United manager. And Ten Hag in the summer will be looking to make more signings. He's looking to bring in a central striker and a central midfielder. We've been linked with the likes of Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen. We've reignited his interest in Frenkie de Jong. We've been linked with Jude Bellingham for a while. A few weeks ago, we inquired about Alexis McAllister from Brighton. You know, I'm hoping in the summer Ten Hag receives good backing. He deserves to be backed. In the summer, Ten Hag is going to get rid of players. I think he's going to get rid of at least 6 or 7 players. So in the summer, I can see Ten Hag getting rid of Tom Heaton. Tom Heaton's like what our third choice keeper, with obviously us getting Jack Butland in on loan. At the time we got Tom Heaton though, we brought him in as a backup to De Gea. We got him on a free transfer from Aston Villa. I can see Ten Hag getting rid of Dean Henderson permanently. Revert back to when Dean Henderson was at Man United. He didn't get nowhere near as many opportunities as he should have done. And most of the time he was behind De Gea. I think at one point though he did get given that number 1 jersey. Eric Ten Hag will get rid of Telles permanently. He's out on loan with Sevilla. Revert back to when Telles was at Man United. No, didn't get many opportunities. He was behind Luke Shaw. Eric Bailly, I think Ten Hag will get rid of him permanently. He's out on loan with Marseille. Revert back to when Bailly was at Man United, you know, didn't get that many opportunities. Plus, Bailly wouldn't be able to come back to Man United because he wouldn't get in the team. Because obviously you've got Varane and Martinez that are first choice centre-halves, and you've got Maguire and Lindelof that are our backup centre-halves. And so too is Phil Jones. Eric Bailly was good when he was at Man United. He was just injury prone. Man United got Eric Bailly from Villarreal back in 2016, paid 30 million. It was actually the first signing Jose Mourinho made. Jones, I can see Ten Hag getting rid of him in the summer. Phil Jones has been a long-serving player at Man United. He's been with us since the Ferguson era. Ten Hag, I can see him getting rid of Harry Maguire. Well, it's said he's already been put up for sale. He said Harry Maguire will lose Man United 40 million if he leaves in the summer, as expected. Harry Maguire is too inconsistent. Revert back to, was it last season, the vast majority of Man United fans were demanding for the captaincy to be taken off him. Man United overpaid for Harry Maguire, got him for 80 million from Leicester. He's not one of our first choice centre-halves. He hasn't been one of our first choice centre-halves since the arrival of Lisandro Martinez. When Harry Maguire officially signed for the club, he signed a 6-year contract. I think Ten Hag could get rid of Aaron Wan-Bissaka in the summer. Earlier on in the season, there was rumours of Aaron Wan-Bissaka going back to Crystal Palace. Man United did get Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Crystal Palace in a deal worth 50 million back in the summer of 2019. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not our first choice right back, Diego Dalot is. But Bissaka started a lot of games this season because revert back to earlier on in the season, Dalot had a couple of injuries, so he was out for a while. And since the World Cup, Delors has really struggled. So that's why Ten Hag's decided to start Wan-Bissaka ahead of Delors in a lot of games. I can see McTominay leaving in the summer. Man United are willing to listen to offers for him. Newcastle inquired about him before. McTominay, he's not one of our first choice centre midfielders. He hasn't been one of our first choice centre midfielders since the arrivals of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. McTominay has been part of the club for a long time. He risen up our academy. Anthony Martial, it said earlier on in the season that he's been put up for sale. He'll leave in the summer if Manchester United can get a striker. Martial's not played that many games this season because he's been hampered with injuries. You know, last season Martial was out on loan with Sevilla. Manchester United got Martial from Monaco back in 2015. He is under contract with the club until 2024. Milanga, he's another one who I'm expecting to leave in the summer. You know, he's lost his place in the team since Garnacho risen up the ranks and broke into the senior squad. Revert back to January, it said Anthony Elanga received like 10 offers. Donny van der Beek, he's another one I can see leaving in the summer. You know, doesn't play, he's a squad player, can't play anywhere for the rest of the season because he's out with injury. Last season, Donny van der Beek was out on loan with Everton. Manchester United did get Donny van der Beek from Ajax in a deal worth 35 million. So there you go. As you all know, Manchester United won their last game against Fulham 3-1 at Old Trafford in the FA Cup quarter-final. Manchester United came from 1 goal down to beat 9-men Fulham. Fulham had 3 sent off. Willian got sent off for handball, was the right decision. Alexander Mitrovic got sent off, and Fulham's manager Marco Silva got sent off. But I'm going to be honest with you, I thought for 60 minutes in that game, Fulham were on top, and for 60 minutes, Man United really struggled. But the complexion of the game changed when Man United, you know, got that equaliser from the penalty. Fulham, of course, Mitrovic, of course, gave Fulham the lead. That came from a corner. Obviously, then Bruno Fernandes got a penalty and converted it. Fernandes also got another goal in the game late in stoppage time. And Sabitzer scored his first goal for Manchester United. And that meant a lot to Marcel Sabitzer. We've got Sabitzer on loan until the end of the season. Man United could sign him on a permanent basis. We've got him on loan from Bayern Munich. After the win against Fulham, you know, Ten Hag mentioned a few things. He said, we're in a position we want to be in. And he mentioned that it was a penalty. But yeah, Manchester United do play Brighton in the semi-finals. The other semi-final is Man City and Sheffield United. So it is on the cards that it's going to be a Man United-Manchester City FA Cup final. It'd be good to see Man United win the FA Cup. We haven't won it since 2016. Man United have won the FA Cup around 12 or 13 times. We do still have players missing, as you all know. Obviously Martial's injured, Eriksen's still injured, Van der Beek's injured. Of course, Casemiro is suspended. You know, he's got, what, 3 games to serve. And there you go. So anyway, guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless.